All right, I think this is a keeper. It's not super explosive, but it does have the ability. I mean, it's got the Blood Moon, it's got lands, it's got the oaths to find what we need, and we're on the play. So we'll lead with an oath. I mean, this makes a lot more hands keepable. We can go get a mana dork with it. Yep, and next turn we can play another oath plus our bird. Ooh, I don't know if Blood Moon's gonna be very good here. Hey, birds. If he's like mono green Stompy, it's gonna be very, very bad, but in that case, just making 2/2s with Xenagos might be good. I think I want the Nykthos. Because we have our red mana here. Guess we don't have white mana technically. For the Gideon after that. Yeah, maybe I was supposed to shock myself. I mean, we have multiple draws before it becomes relevant. If he doesn't have a second land, we're going to be pretty far ahead when we slam this Xenagos to make a token. Oh, no. He's got the land. He's going off. Rough beats. Okay. Take it. Play Nahiri, exile it? No, I think we save that. I think we save the Nahiri exiling. I think we just get Xenagos out here, make a token. Because what I see happening here is he'll make these threes and he'll slam everything into it, and we can block here and trade off. So then we've essentially traded Xenagos for a Dryad Militant, which is not good, but it's just about surviving the onslaught, and then Nahiriing, which I can't do. Oh, we have the Oath of Nissa. It doesn't matter. The last couple games I played without Oath. Forget how much of a cheat code it is. Obviously, when we play all our Planeswalkers. Okay, so yeah, so these are big. Now his smart attack is to just send both of these at this and not attack with that at all. Okay. That's fine. I'll let it go, because this will trade at some point. Obviously draw double Blood Moon. So the question is, do we want to play Gideon Jura? Make everything attack. It goes to 8. I don't think so. I think maybe we're just supposed to play Nahiri, exile 1. I don't know, drawing double Blood Moon here has been pretty rough. Play Nahiri, exile one of them, then he slams everything in Nahiri, but then our Gideon becomes better. And we don't have to take damage that way. Okay, I don't feel great about this. I'm getting rather beat down. But yeah, I mean, we've gotta get it off the board. It's really just drawing the double Blood Moons that's been rough here. If these were other cards, we'd be in a much better spot. Treetop Village, well, that will be annoying. Okay, well, if he swings with everything, or just with these two, we have to let Nahiri die. Then we can play Gideon and destroy this, which puts our Gideon down to 4, and that doesn't kill it. Yeah, I think that'll be the play. Of course, he's going to follow up with something else, I'm sure. I don't know. This doesn't seem... This mono-green Stompy deck is pretty real against something like our deck. He's just very big and goes over the top of a... Gosh. Okay, well. That was the plan last turn. It's the plan this turn, I guess. We're essentially... I mean, we're 1-for-1ing. We're paying more to 1-for-1 than he is. But we are 1-for-1ing. You know, while preserving our life. And we've got the... regenerating ones off the field, so now that Gideon can come down and exile or destroy this thing. I don't know. I don't feel like we're really gaining any ground here. I feel like we actually we need to draw like Doubling Season almost. I think maybe Yeah, we're not really going over the top at any point here because we have mana dorks and planeswalkers, and he has just a bunch of fast creatures. See what he follows up with. I mean, I guess we could play the Blood Moons at this point to turn off the Treetop Village. Maybe the play at some point. Okay, Nahiri's down. We need him to run out of gas. Like, just have a bunch of pump spells or something. We play Gideon, we destroy this thing. Gideon goes to 4, and then this doesn't. Oh my gosh. Never ends, though. Okay. Now we have a plan. Not a great plan, but it's a plan. Because he was still just going to take infinite damage next turn. We're going to take 11 and just die to the pump fort. We're just probably dead. I mean, we could have played this game entirely different if we'd had the doubling season before this turn, because then we could have obviously just waited on the Nahiris, but he's probably just swinging for lethal here, right? I mean, he has lethal. Well, I guess he's not. We could chump block the 4/5. Yeah, this feels bad. Very, very dead. Trying these was so bad. Yep, bring it all in, buddy. So we have to block here, right? Because if we were to block here and try to take the trade, we take 8, 11, 14 exactly. This is dumb. I think we're just dead. Yep, finds a Vastwood for the other 4. Okay, well, let's sideboard. Get the Blood Moons out of here. Get the Worships in here, because he can't beat Worship. Engineered Explosives also probably pretty good here. Board out our Mana Dork. Yeah, give this a shot. Can't say we're incredibly well set up against Mono Green Stompy, but that's sort of how Mono Green Stompy works. It kills anybody unsuspecting and dies to anybody who has a game plan against it. Our game plan is to have a turn 3 doubling season and a turn 4 Emrakul Planeswalker. That's our game plan. Unfortunately, he did see the whole game plan, so he's bringing in the Disenchants, or the Naturalizes, I guess, in Mono Green, but kind of a random match to run into online. Deck's not particularly popular. Of course, look at what we're playing, talking about playing decks that aren't very popular. I would like to play first. I'd like to keep. Don't think Homeboy's going to be able to beat a Worship. Especially when we're pumping out plant tokens. Well, I say he's probably boarded in Naturalizes for the doubling season, so he probably can beat a Worship, but that's fine. Can't beat everything. And if he gets into a situation where he's trying to find it, but we have him otherwise locked, then we can plan out a Planeswalker, in doubling season turn or whatever. Also, we may just go off with the Nissa here. The turn 2 Nissa when he has nothing. That's a pretty good one, though. Double Hierarch, huh? I guess I get to attack. Do I minus and just make a big board? Maybe. Yeah, I think I do. I think I do nothing, and then... Well, if I'm attacking with anything, I attack with this. I think. I'm just thinking about if he attacks with this, we put this in front of him, we force him to burn a pump spell to kill Nissa. But I'm probably not blocking this. Even if he just activates the treetop, then I guess we'll just chump and we'll keep our Nissa alive. So I can get in there for damage this way. Sure. I don't know if this is necessarily a good call or not. We're playing a very different game than we normally play, but Like Gavany Township or something would be insane. The way they were playing the game right now. Alright, so he's just going to have to burn a pump spell, and I'm fine with that. And I could try to play around it, but even if it's just like a giant growth, we have to commit too much to it. He'll get our Nissa here with the pump spell, but it also hopefully costs him his turn. His worship will be hard for him to beat, but right now we're actually sort of fighting the on-board battle, not the long game battle, so he's debating it, but it's got trample, so he almost has to. He's got to pump it. It's just if he has to burn a vines or something and waste his whole turn, he's got the aspect of Hydra to get through. Sure. And wave drawn. I forgot to fetch. It's fine though. It doesn't matter. So now we can Nahiri. Oh, it does matter. I have to shock myself. Rough beats. This is fine though. Nahiri to exile this thing. I will put the plant in the hierarch in front of the treetop village, I guess. If he were to do that. I mean, having the one drop here is the best of both worlds for him. Ooh. Ooh. Alright. Thought he was getting in there for the attack. Another Nahiri. Do I like pitch the worship here to plus the Nahiri? I don't want to ditch the Nahiri to the Nahiri. The worship's not doing much for us right now. We can still get ahead on board, so I want to get ahead on board. I mean, hierarch. Getting in there with one of these, that's for sure. I guess we're on this actual beatdown plan. It's 4 damage. What's he thinking about? Double blocking it? 4/5 double block. Can't double block. Doesn't do anything. Can't actually do anything at all. Yeah, take your damage. Well, now he's got to. If he's got to expend a resource on Nahiri, we just attack him for 4 every turn. Maybe we'll kill him. We have the second Nahiri to follow up to exile this experiment 1 after it does attack. So, yeah, okay. This is so bad for him. I'm just going to take 1. I'm going to let you burn your pump spell to kill it. And then I'm going to play another one. Maybe. I may not play another one. Yeah, it's a tough choice for him. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah. Go for it, Nahiri down. So I can play Nahiri, pitch the Horizon Canopy, or I can just cash in the Horizon Canopy for a card. I kind of like actually cashing in the Horizon Canopy for a card and saving the Nahiri to try to exile something. Because what if we were to just hit another Nissa or something? Or Worship? Okay. Yeah. I'll get in with this. I guess we go ahead and play Worship. Not because it's like hugely relevant, but if he is sitting on a disenchant or something, let's let him disenchant this so that if we draw Doubling Season, we can go Doubling Season into Nahiri. Like we might just be winning the straight up game here somehow. I mean, maybe not, but we're attacking with a 4/5 every turn. Sure. This is so weird. I don't know what he's possibly said. He's got to just have a bunch of pump spells. I mean, it is awkward that Nahiri doesn't kill this. But we just have so many good draws on our deck, too. We cannot cast Chandra, though. We're Raincoring. Well, that might work, actually. I mean, outside of this, but he could be sitting on the Naturalize. Prey upon. No hierarch down. Okay. Now we're attacking for 3, which is a lot less than 4. Although I guess it's the same clock. I don't think there's any reason to play the breeding pool. The question is, do we want to Nahiri away the breeding pool? The problem is Nahiring away the breeding pool doesn't really do anything. First thing we do is attack. I mean, we Nahiri away breeding pool. It cycles it. It forces him to go after that. I think it's actually fine, but only because we're in this weird racing situation where we're actually beating him down, and this will. Okay, I mean, playing this doesn't do anything, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess it means we could cast in Elspeth and still. Sure. It's also awkward because putting the Rancor on the skin only is 5, so it doesn't kill the Nahiri. We're just going to keep, I guess, saying on the Noble Hierarch. Oh, that's a good one. Witho. Okay. But it depends what he does now. I mean, I will probably throw. I don't know. Let's see what he does on the attack. Yep. Does he put the Rancor on it? That's the question. Puts the Rancor on the one that makes sense. Put the Rancor on, sure. So we let Nahiri die. We crack back for 3. Because they both have trample. Okay. I don't know if it was correct to play that Nahiri or not. I know that was not a good draw, though. I guess I say this. He has no cards in hand, and we're sitting on Worship. I'm stressing out over things, but I mean, we're sitting on the Worship. So he has to find an answer to that, or it doesn't matter. And he is dead next. I mean, he has to make a decision next turn. We have a lot better top decks than him in the game against Worship because he has to find something he can worship, and we just have to find anything. We do the one thing we can't cast. Oh man. Alright, well let's get on in there with the plant. What a literally one of only card we cannot cast. Alright, well this forces him to trade a plant for like an experiment 1. I guess he could yeah, I mean he can do other things. He could animate a tree top and attack with this, but yeah, okay. That's fine. We get the experiment 1 out of here. I mean, we don't have red mana, so I guess we'll just pass. That's pretty awkward. Oh, the worst part is, too, if we draw like a fetch land, we can't fetch for the other. Yeah, because we're going to go down to 1 here, and then we can't even fetch for the other stomping ground. Blowouts are real. Not if he makes that attack, though. Okay, well, I guess we play it. Do I trade off the Hierarch for the... I actually don't think I do. Because we trade... He activates both. We trade a Hierarch for 1 treetop, and then we can't do anything. It's not even worth it, because I'd like to actually be able to cast Chase if we draw Chase, so... This just made any Planeswalker we draw insane. As long as he doesn't top deck an answer to Worship. Okay. Ooh. Does that allow me to attack? He does. Oh, and they get doubled. Ooh, now we're talking. Okay, so we could go 3/4. So we could turn this guy into a 3/4, and then he attacks as a 5/6, which is not good enough. So we'll just pass and EOT Gavany Township. Now, so long as he did not just rip an answer to the Worship, we get to start forcing him to make chump blocks next turn. So basically, if he doesn't have an answer to Worship in the top 3 cards of his deck, he's going to die. This doesn't make any... This makes no sense. Prove it a point? What are we doing? Yeah, I get it. I mean, I'm not blocking, and if you drew, well, like, okay, do we block? Does that matter? Can we actually play around him ripping an answer here? If we were to block with both of our guys, pump them, we would have 1, 3, 4, and 1, 2. No, I mean, no. It's more likely he has a pump spell and he just eats our guys, and we lose the game. So, no, not going to do that. If you ripped it off the top of your deck, you ripped it off the top of your deck, and I die. All right, that did not happen. Bluff called. All right, carry added. Okay, so yeah, we get in there with this guy. And he's just gonna scoop. Okay, he's not. He wasn't, but I guess he couldn't. He had the Rancor. He wasn't dead. He could have blocked it with his treetop. Rancored this guy. Have 7. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, he probably wasn't dead. Weird game, that's for sure, but we got there. I don't know how much confidence I have in anything like that happening again, but we'll give it a shot. That was an extremely odd game, and I don't think we're gonna get that chance. I mean, that game was basically one off of, I mean, we drew triple hierarch, but that was one off the turn 2 Nissa. Just making a token, pumping the team. We got a lot of value out of those 3 counters we threw out there. But I guess we won a game with no more hierarch beatdown. Show that it's done. Literally attacked with nothing but hierarchs and plant tokens in that game. So, all right. Now I promise he's getting the naturalizes out now. If he didn't have them before, he's digging those things out of the sideboard. And he's mono green, so he has some naturalized effects. I don't know if there's any way we can really play around them. Maybe I'd say maybe we board out worship, but the blood moons are no good, so nothing in the sideboard's any good against this. This deck seems like it's probably a little weak to burn as well. Like if we don't just go off, then our deck's probably weak to burn. Maybe put like I don't think I'm supposed to keep this. It's essentially a mulligan with this anyways. This I will keep. This is much better. This I will keep on top. Yep. Yep. This might be a way to win. Doubling season is not great, but it does mean turn 3 doubling season. And then any play, we have the ability to just win after that or whatever. But I don't know about that. We're going to get beat down pretty hard here. Maybe we'll be on the Gavany Township doubling season plan. Oh, Jesus, the damage. I don't know. I don't know about this one. Okay, it's a reasonable draw. So we'll play the Hierarch. We'll play the Caryatid. I have to make the decision of whether or not to try to block one of them with our Caryatid. Like I want to, but that means unless we rip a land off the top, we can't play doubling season. I think I have to take it because I think we have to play doubling season next turn. Or we can't win. Jesus, make it stop. Okay, that's a good draw. This means we actually can hold up a block. We might just die. I mean, we're just dead to Aspect of Hydra, but that's exactly what his deck does, so there's no way around it. So we block the Dried Militant or whatever. We hope he doesn't have a pump spell. We take 6. Next turn we play an Arbor Elf and we Gavany Township our team and hope that that's good enough. I think it's more likely we're dead to actually everything. So make the block. Oh, we're not dead. But he has another guy. Oh, he has another guy, and we drew Emmer. Cool. That's so rough. If he didn't have another guy there, we're not dead. Because we'd have 4 blockers, and we get to activate the Gavany. Gosh, blown out. Like, and we even have good blocks, too. That's the worst part of it. Like, well, sort of. I say, yeah, we do have good blocks. And maybe we don't. Maybe the Undying guys are too hard to beat. I say we get to eat the Dried Militant. Yep. Dumb. Dumb matchup. Alright, whatever. We have died.